I call meeting to order. Please rise, salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This meeting is in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Law and has been duly advertised in the newspaper as an official meeting. Roll call.
Present.
Present.
Present. Here.
Mrs. Rivera?
Present.
Mrs. Rivera?
Present.
Mrs. Cass?
Present.
Mr. Palmieri?
Present. I need a motion for approval of the agenda with addendums.
Motion. Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella?
Yes.
Mr. McCarron?
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas?
Yes.
Dr. Osmond?
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera?
Yes.
Mrs. Cass?
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri?
Yes. Welcome, everybody. Is this on? Testing? Can you hear me? Kinda on. Can you hear me? We're good. All right, perfect. Well, welcome. Tonight we have the pleasure of celebrating and honoring this year's Teacher of the Year and Educational Service Professional of the Year. Earlier this week, we honored another person. He didn't work in a school, but he was certainly a teacher, Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. It feels right to use some of his words here tonight. Specifically, intelligence plus character, that is the true goal of education. Dr. King wrote those words not during his adult life as a civil rights leader, but when he was only 18 years old. They were published in an essay entitled "The Purpose of Education" for the Morehouse College school paper. That same idea can be found in our district mission statement, our district philosophy of scholarship, character, and initiative. These are qualities we celebrate in our students, and these are certainly the qualities that run deeply through every person we are about to bring on stage tonight. These are the people who are responsible for shaping the future, and they take the responsibility seriously. They innovate, they inspire, and we are indebted to them for all they do to ignite learning, to offer academic and emotional support, to inspire both intelligence and character. It is therefore my distinct honor on behalf of the Board of Education and all the students of Jackson to congratulate and recognize you tonight. When each name is called, I would like you to please come up with your principals of your school, and we are looking to honor you here tonight. From Crawford Rodriguez Elementary School, teacher Catherine Carley. Paraprofessional Ellen Goldberg. Congratulations. Congratulations. From Elms Elementary School, teacher Melissa Zecca. Paraprofessional Jacqueline Burnside. Congratulations. 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 From Holman Elementary School, teacher Michelle Lardria. LDTC, Haley Caravella. Congratulations. From Johnson Elementary School, teacher Lisa Sigliano. Guidance counselor Patricia Giacchio. Congratulations. From Rosenauer Elementary School, teacher Gina Kenny. Paraprofessional Deborah Jones. Congratulations. From Switlick Elementary School, teacher Diana McElwee. Special language specialist Amy Melchiori. Congratulations. From Getz Middle School, she's not here with us today, but teacher Stacy Terranova and social worker Stacy Kajewski. Congratulations. From McAuliffe Middle School, teacher Odette Farrell. Student assistant counselor Lindsay O'Brien. Congratulations. From Jackson Liberty High School, he's not here with us today, but let's honor teacher Anthony Meshamarino and paraprofessional Anthony Myers. Congratulations.
He's actually teaching at the college, right?
Always working. From Jackson Memorial High School, teacher Laura Fikak, third time a charm. Paraprofessional Joan Dillon. Congratulations. Each year, we also have the very difficult decision of selecting a District Teacher of the Year and District Educational Service Professional. First, we will present the award for the District Educational Service Professional of the Year. This person chosen for this award has worked in the district for 29 years. She arrives at 7 a.m. with a big, contagious smile on her face and leaves at 6 p.m. with the same big smile. She is kind, patient, and supportive with every child in the building. She attends and supports school events and is passionate about creating an environment where students feel safe and loved. She leaves a lasting impression on the students she works with because she is loving, fun, and caring. She makes every child feel important. She positively affects the school environment with her humor, support for others, and professionalism. Her strong relationship with children is only matched by the admiration she has earned from her colleagues and the parents. If you are having a rough day, she has an innate ability to put a smile on your face. This person goes above and beyond to support the students, families, and staff, and we are proud to celebrate our District Educational Service Professional of the Year from Elms Elementary School, paraprofessional Jacqueline Burnside. This, the whole thing? Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Just back here to this little corner, all three of you together. We'll take a picture of you presenting. Here, I'll take the biggest. Hard to hold when your awards here. Or at least not holding your apple. Yeah, just hold the apple back. Okay.
And now, the award for the District Teacher of the Year. This teacher has been described as going above and beyond for all students. She has been instrumental in making MLL students feel welcome, both academically and socially, advocating for a Spanish class for native speakers and working to develop a more comprehensive class curriculum for Spanish to further student development. This teacher volunteers as an intramural coach, chaperones dances, the class trip, and ski trips. She has started the International Club for Students to feel more connected to the school and develop a sense of inclusion and community. She connects with her students, and they have a love for both the Spanish language and culture because of her ingenuity in teaching this language. She regularly translates documents for student activities, permission slips, and informational sheets. Students find solace and comfort in speaking with her and often seek her out. Proof of her effectiveness is evident when she has cafeteria duty where she has a handle on each student and makes this chaotic duty safe and fun. For these and so many countless ways she cares for our students and staff, we are proud to honor as our District Teacher of the Year from McAuliffe Middle School, Spanish teacher Odette Farrell. Can we please have all the recipients come to the staircase?
Principals can come down and stay close. We'll take pictures. Principals, come on down
At this time, we will take a brief recess and invite you to join us in the lobby for light refreshments, pictures, and to congratulate our educators and educational service professionals of the year. I need a motion to take a brief recess. By acclamation, aye.
Yeah, that's good. Are they really, Tim?
shoe drive. The Jackson Liberty Drama Club had a fundraiser and a bake sale this past Monday at Texas Roadhouse in Howell. The Future Business Leaders of America members are also having their traditional Krispy Kreme Donuts fundraiser, which will conclude at the beginning of February. Liberty was also very excited to give back this holiday season. The Liberty staff went above and beyond to provide much-needed necessities as well as amazing gifts to 14 of our students in need. The smiles and joy that spread across their faces were priceless when they were handed a huge bag of wrapped presents. Special shout out to the Clique Club for the many hours they spent wrapping those gifts as well as others through December. Finally, in December, Liberty was thrilled to host its first Challenge Day. It was a memorable event that helped shift the school dynamics in a positive direction. After a day filled with meaningful activities, the students felt closer and more connected than ever. At the conclusion of the day, it was beautiful to hear the students express their gratitude to their peers and staff members. We would like to extend our sincerest gratitude to the Ocean County's Prosecutor's Office for sponsoring this transformative event. We are hopeful that we'll be able to make it a tradition and host again next year. As you can see, Liberty is starting 2024 off with a lot of spirit and trying to make it the best year yet. We appreciate all of the support from the board and the community. Without you, our experience wouldn't be what it is, and we are so grateful to all of you for that. Have a good night.
Thank you, Jose. We appreciate the report. And from Memorial, Jamil, could you come to the podium, please?
Good evening, Mrs. Pormilli, members of the Central Administration staff, and Board of Education members. Thank you for allowing me to speak here tonight on behalf of Jackson Memorial High School. We have entered the new year with high spirits, goals, and new beginnings. Speaking of new beginnings, the future Jags have just visited the school last week. The 8th graders were given a tour of the high school, and they were able to see how everything runs during the day. They were reminded that this school has many opportunities to benefit off of, and high school will be what you make of it. This is the first time Getz has visited the school in a long time, and we have to thank Mr. Palumba for organizing all of this. We are transitioning into the second semester at Jackson Memorial High School, and there are many things on everyone's mind. Students are scrambling to get their final assignments in, to get their exemption forms, and teachers are not making it very easy. The winter sports season has passed the halfway mark, and our teams have been doing exceptionally well this year. We are en route to get state sectional titles. Many spring sport athletes have been preparing for their seasons as well, since spring is approaching around the corner. Our students and staff would like to give a special thank you to Mrs. Fekak, who has been awarded Teacher of the Year. She's a business teacher and runs the DECA Club at the school. She's a lot more than just a teacher, though, because she has inspired many students to pursue their dreams working in business and economics. She is a role model, and students always express how she is the kindest person they know. We would also like to thank Mrs. Dillon, who has been awarded Support Staff of the Year. She's a huge help to our school, taking care of our special education students and providing the care and guidance to any student that goes her way. We at Jackson Memorial High School would like to give a big thank you to both of you, and we hope you understand our appreciation for all of your hard work and dedication for our school. I would like to thank Mrs. Pormilli and the Board of Education for your continued support, and thank you for allowing me to speak here tonight. I cannot wait to see you all next month and the new semester. Thank you for letting me speak in regards of Jackson Memorial High School, and drive home safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamil, for the excellent report. I want to thank both of you. You always give excellent reports. It's a pleasure having you both here. We look forward to it every month. And both of you also please drive safely tonight. So there has been no decision yet as to the makeup day for the school closure we had on Tuesday. We are hoping to make that decision within a week or two. However, we are taking a look at the weather forecast for Friday. It looks like there's some more inclement weather, so before we make a decision about makeup days, we're going to make it through this week first and see where it brings us. So more to come on that. We'll obviously communicate as soon as we have additional information and make a decision. We do have Transition Day coming up, and that will stay in place. School is closed on Monday, January 29th, except for GETS students who have an early release day on that day to make up for an earlier in the year closure due to having no electricity. On the 29th, on Transition Day, the high school teachers will prepare for the new semester that's headed their way with students, and other staff will take part in professional development. The high school will also have shortened days on January 25th and 26th for exams. And as mentioned in the high school reports, this month the 8th graders at McAuliffe and Getz have been visited by some of our high school teachers in their buildings to learn more about high school. And they were also taken to the high schools to learn more about the high school experiences. And there were also some parent information sessions held. But for that, I'm going to turn over my portion of the report to Mr. Atante, who's just going to give a little bit more information about the happenings there for our incoming freshmen.
Yes, as Jamil mentioned and you mentioned, we had the parent meetings last week for both Liberty and for Memorial. The students, as we mentioned, from Getz had an opportunity to go to Memorial. The McAuliffe students got snowed out on Tuesday. We have a makeup date scheduled for that for February 6th for the McAuliffe kids to go over to Liberty. In addition, we've had several of our high school teachers begin coming down to the middle schools, and they meet directly with the students in small groups in their classes just to talk about some of the course options that we have, the difference between honors and regular, some of the academy information, and we'll be continuing that over the next couple of months with information not just on academics, but also on clubs, on our academies, and several different things like that for the 8th grade students to kind of really hear in a small group versus being in an auditorium style. The last thing is the academy applications are all open and live on the website. We've had a number of students apply over the weekend. They'll remain open through February 2nd. And on each individual academy's page, it lists whatever the either assessment or audition, whatever other information besides the application is necessary is detailed on every academy. And the students can reach out to their guidance counselors or their teachers, or myself, Mr. Palumbo, if they have any questions regarding anything along the lines with the academies.
Thank you, Mr. Atante. Thank you, and thank you, Mr. Palumbo, for all the work that goes into arranging all of those sessions for our students and to our staff who was also involved in that. Thank you. So with that, that concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you, Ms. Permilli. At this time, we'll review any standing committees that met since the previous board meeting. We had Buildings and Grounds meet, and the chairperson is Mr. McCarron. Please report.
Yes, hi. Capital improvements projects for district-wide. Crawford Rodriguez fire panel was replacement. Crawford Rodriguez walk-in freezer refrigerator replacement. Jackson Memorial High School, the Clayton cafeteria, there was a coil VFD replacement for the HVAC system. Gets the 100-ton HVAC chiller coil replacement. Jackson Liberty High School auxiliary gym compressor blower motor replaced. Elms, the hot water recirculation pump repaired, building in use. For Gets update, tentative schedule, Edwards Engineering. Bid documents are available Tuesday, January 23rd, 2024 at EEG office. Pre-bid meeting at Gets will be Thursday, January 25th, 2024. Last day for addendum to be issued Thursday, February 1st, 2024, 7 business days prior to the bid opening. Bid opening at Jackson District Office Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. And then the bid award at regular meeting on February 21st, 2024. The Memorial Fuel Depot repairs update, we're just waiting on Jackson Township for final inspection and CO.
Thank you, Mr. McCarron. Curriculum and Instruction Special Education, Chairperson Dr. Osmond, please report.
Okay. On December 5th, the curriculum committee met. In attendance was Mrs. Gardilla, Mrs. Rivera, Mrs. Permelli, Mr. Ratante, and Ms. Irwin. During the meeting, we discussed how the district's website needs to be updated. Currently, we use the Blackboard platform, and we'll be moving to Final Site, which has bought out Blackboard, so they're kind of being forced to move. Everyone agrees that Final Site has a nicer look and will be more user-friendly on the webpage, and on the mobile devices, it will be more user-friendly as well. The plan is to create a survey to push out to the district community to see how people currently use the site and how they would want to use the site in the future. Teachers will also share their thoughts on how they would want to use the site to connect better with parents. And after that data is collected and analyzed, the site will begin to be designed, content added, and training for staff would begin. Training would take place during the scheduled PD days in March and/or April, and the final launch to the public would take place around late May, early June, if all goes as planned. During the meeting, we also took some time to discuss and review the district's threat assessment and action plan data from 2022 to 2023. And for those, let me just read what that is. So for those who are unaware, the purpose of the threat assessment team shall be provided to school teachers, administrators, and other staff with assistance in identifying student concerns, assessing those students' risk for engaging in violence or other harmful activities, and delivering intervention strategies to manage the risk of harm for students who pose a potential safety risk, to prevent targeted violence in the school, and ensure a safe and secure school environment that enhances the learning experience for all members of the school community. So it was explained how with threat assessment, it's a team approach, and teams are made up per what the state tells us they need to be made up with, and that's a school psychologist, school counselor, school social worker, or other school employee with expertise in student counseling, a teaching staff member, a principal or other senior school administrator, a school's resource officer or school employee who serves as a school liaison to law enforcement, and a school safety specialist. So in the 2022-2023 year, there was 170 threat assessments were used last year, supporting that everybody involved in our teams understand their role and they are comfortable with their role. And that is all I have.
Thank you, Dr. Osmond. We also have ad hoc committees that meet as needed, and several of them did meet since the previous board meeting. We have scholarship, which is the chairperson is Ms. Cass. Please report.
Scholarship met last month. Let's see, they discussed the timeline for the deadline for sponsorship inclusion on student applications. So the scholarship applications open to students will be February 1st, and then June 5th will be Scholarship Night. This year it will be at Jackson Memorial. It does alternate each year. And the next meeting is Monday, January 22nd, Monday the 22nd, Liberty Faculty Resource Room at 6:30. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cass. State and county school boards representative, chairperson Ms. Rivera, please report.
Next county meeting will be January 31st, 6:30 virtual.
Thank you, Ms. Rivera. Enrollment Study Committee, chairperson Mr. McCarron, please report.
The Enrollment Committee met on December 22nd to review and discuss a 5-year look at the district and school enrollments. A discussion was had in regards to the need to better balance the number of students in each of the schools. The next meeting will be scheduled for a date in February to review building level capacities.
Thank you, Mr. McCarron. Advocacy Committee, chairperson Ms. Gardella, please report.
Hi, yes. Last Friday, Ms. Rivera and Ms. Barocas met with, and myself met with Assemblyman Alex Dewicki. We discussed some of the educational bills that are coming forth in the 2024 Assembly year. He will be emailing us a list of that, of the bill number changes, and we will be reviewing that at our next committee meeting. And the purpose is to collaborate with him on improving funding from the S2 cuts to our district, and supporting them as a Board of Education, and also other areas where we can get surrounding towns to participate with us. So we will be scheduling our next meeting. It will be before the end of January, so we could get back to Assemblyman Zawicki and also plan to meet with him again.
Thank you, Ms. Gardella. I need a motion for approval of policy second reading adoption.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella,
Yes.
Mr. McCarron,
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas,
Yes.
Dr. Osmond,
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera,
Yes.
Mrs. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri.
Yes. I need a motion for approval of the minutes, the closed session meeting, December 13th, 2023, and the official board meeting, December 13th, 2023 business meeting.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella,
Yes.
Mr. McCarron,
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas, Dr. Osmond,
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera,
Yes.
Mrs. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri,
Yes. I need a motion for approval of the bill list.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella,
Yes.
Mr. McCarron,
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas,
Yes.
Dr. Osmond,
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera,
Yes.
Mrs. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri.
Yes. I need a motion for approval of treasurers and board secretaries' reports.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella,
Yes.
Mr. McCarron,
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas,
Yes.
Dr. Osmond,
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera,
Yes.
Mrs. Cass,
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri.
Yes. I need a motion to open the public forum on agenda items only. We will hold another public forum during this meeting for other questions. This public forum will be for questions on agenda items only.
Motion.
Second.
Please sign in and state your name and whether or not you are a Jackson resident. Each person is allowed a maximum of 5 minutes to speak. No person may speak more than once on the topic until all others have been heard. Agenda only questions. Seeing no one come forward, I need a motion to close public forum.
Motion.
All in favor? Aye. I need a motion to move finance.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion.
I would like to discuss item number 10. It says that we're surplusing 5 vehicles for zero cost to the district. And I wanted to know if we receive pricing from other scrapyards regarding the value of these vehicles.
So I'm going to ask Mr. Baginski, our new BA, to answer that question.
So the company that we use is Mazda Recycling out of Tinton Falls. That's the company that we have used in the past. The last time we did this, when I checked the records, was last February. So the board, historically, the board would take action to surplus the equipment. They have no monetary value to the school district anymore because they're too expensive to repair, or they're so old that they're a danger to use anymore. So the process has been, after the board approves it, we then ask Mazda to come, and then they give us an estimate as to what it will cost to scrap it, and then they pay us to scrap the vehicles. So we have not used any other company other than Mazda in the near future here, in the near past.
However, on most items at the school district, they do business. When we do business, we have to have bids from multiple companies. And I'm questioning, why are we continuing to just scrap with a company and not have multiple bids for the value of the vehicles?
Mm-hmm. That's something we could certainly look into.
My concern is that I'm wondering, are they giving us the correct value? Like, I understand that they're not drivable and they're not safe, but they should have metal, they might have catalytic converters, they could have tires and other items that, do have a scrap value. And I'm just, again, I'm concerned that we're not taking this out to bid for who's going to give us the most return on the scrapped items.
Yeah, we certainly can look into that. We do, though, my understanding, Mr. Baginski, is we do take out any parts that are of value, and we remove them so that we can use them to repair other vehicles that we have. So most of the time, to my understanding, is they're pretty just much metal at that point, and that's what we're getting reimbursed for, is the weight of the metal, is my understanding of it all. But we certainly can look into other ways and other places and see a comparative rate if it's similar or if it's more. We can explore those options.
Does anybody at the table here know, if we're able to reuse a catalytic converter or if that's a scrapped item?
When I check with our garage people, I know that the buses and the transportation department, the vans, the ones that are being surplused, do not have catalytic converters. They're diesel engines, and so they don't have catalytic converters.
Even the two items, the trucks?
The two trucks, Mr. Bruno is here from Buildings and Grounds, and he's shaking his head.
Sorry, Mr. Bruno, can you just come to the mic, please?
We have two vans that were part of the maintenance department, and they become unsafe. The engines are rotting, the floor is rotting, and they have zero value. So in the past practice, we would use Mazda. They would come out and they would give us a fair price on the weight of the items that we're going to have as surplus. So right as of now, those surplus vehicles are on hold with my discussion with Mr. Bazinski.
So at this point, it's either, we can vote on it, we can decide to table it and put it back on, or whatever Ms. Gardelli would like to make a motion for, or
I would like to make a motion that you get at least 2 other quotes, just as we would do with any other bid that we're doing business with. Listen, I understand it might not be a big dollar amount, but we're, as a board, and we're supporting our constituents. There's a lot of student program cuts, so if it's $1,000 versus $500, I would like to do that. It's not going to cost Mr. Bruno a lot of time to make a couple phone calls to scrapyards.
Could I motion to table this item, and at our next Buildings and Grounds, we can follow up and see if there's a more lucrative opportunity for the board with these scrap metal parts?
yes, you can.
Need a second. I need a second.
And-
Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Any additional discussion on finance? Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella?
Yes.
Mr. McCarron?
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas?
Yes.
Dr. Osmond?
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera?
Yes.
Mrs. Cass?
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri?
Yes. I need a motion to move facilities.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella?
Yes.
Mr. McCarron?
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas?
Yes.
Dr. Osmond?
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera?
Yes.
Mrs. Cass?
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri?
Yes. I need a motion to move programs.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella?
Yes.
Mr. McCarron?
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas?
Yes.
Dr. Osmond?
No to number 7, yes to everything else. No to number 7 because I feel that you could find that.
Yes.
Dr. Osmond?
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera?
Yes.
Mrs. Cass?
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri?
Yes. I need a motion to move personnel.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Mrs. Gardella?
Abstain to number 17, number 21, yes to everything else.
Mr. McCarron?
Yes.
Mrs. Barocas?
Yes.
Dr. Osmond?
Yes.
Mrs. Rivera?
Yes.
Mrs. Cass?
Yes.
Mr. Palmieri?
Yes. I need a motion to open public forum on any topic pertaining to the Board of Education.
Motion.
Second.
Please sign in and state your name and whether or not you are a Jackson resident. Each person is allowed a maximum of 5 minutes to speak. No person may speak more than once on the topic until all others have been heard.
Hello. Sorry. Lisa Crate, President of the Jackson Education Association. This is my last board meeting, so I wanted the opportunity to come up and thank you for all of your hard work, but also to recognize my membership for some of the things that they've been able to accomplish over the last 4.5 years since I took over in 2019. This is actually my 31st year teaching, and it's much like raising a child. The days are long, but the years go fast, so it's hard to believe that I'm standing here right now. But I am excited to talk to you about some of the things that we've been able to accomplish, and also to enlighten anyone who's listening as to what the Jackson Education Association does and some of the ways that we participate to help enhance our district and enhance the opportunities that our students have here in Jackson. So just a few numbers for you. So I started in 2019, the 1920 school year. We did survive COVID over those couple of years together, and I think we all kind of bonded through that, so I do appreciate that. And one of the things that I come up here and talk about frequently is funding that we're able to provide for a lot of the things that go on around the district. So just a few numbers for you. In the 1920 school year, the Jackson Education provided $27,167 in funding for different events. In the 2021 school year, we provided $22,182 directly to our educators in their classrooms and through events. For the 2021-22 school year, we bumped that up to $35,961. And then we really started to hit our stride. In 22-23, we provided $61,749. And this year, we're headed towards $61,672. So for the 5 years that I have been president, working with our union, we have provided $208,731. And you might say to yourself, well, where did that money go? We do things including providing funds for Honor Society inductions, both at the high school and at the middle school. All of the boxed Panera lunches and dinners at every single one of the ELL nights, all of our Title I and Title III nights. Over the last 3 years that we've been hosting, almost in every building now, we've provided those. Our 8th grade award dinners, elementary art shows, Kindergarten Celebrates America in a couple of our elementary schools. We provide money for set materials for both the middle school and high school drama productions. We have sponsored the Memorial and the Liberty Marching Band competitions for the last few years. We sponsor STEM nights at the middle school and the high school. Preschool family nights. We purchased, congratulations to Holman, a couple of years ago, they became a blue ribbon school. Our funds provided a t-shirt for every student in that building for Blue Ribbon Day, and they were all able to get, every single student got a t-shirt for that. We've provided funds for family painting nights. We are poised to assist with Switlick's 75th anniversary next year, and essentially hundreds of activities, if I'm going to be exact, 316 activities over the last 5 years we've provided funds for. We've also raised money locally for our Making Strides each year, so we've been able to donate a little over $8,000 in the last 5 years towards Making Strides. And this year we included Mary's Place by the Sea, which provides a place where women with cancer can be surrounded by love and understanding. And a lot of our members, not a lot, but some of our members have actually gone to Mary's Place by the Sea, and we thought that it was nice to donate locally as well. We've had Optical Academy come to our district, and we plan on having them come again this year. Optical Academy is a discount eye program for exams and for purchasing lenses and frames, and that is open to the public here in Jackson. So when we host it here in the district, every single person in Jackson Township has the opportunity to log on, get an appointment, and get a very low-cost eye exam. We held a coat drive where we collected over 1,000 coats and had, I believe, I can't remember the number, but probably over 500 families come out on that day. We also helped out with the Lions Closet being open during these events so that people not only could come and get coats for free, but they could shop inexpensively at the Lions Closet. And one of the things that we've been doing for about 15 years is the Pride newsletter, which we partner with all of you to have that put on our website. And that is a great way to highlight every good thing that we have going on in our schools, from pre-K all the way up to our seniors. We have every type of article in that magazine, and we are thankful for you for putting it on the website so that everyone who visits the website can visit that newsletter. And finally, we've worked together to, over the last few years, write over 4,000 postcards for various things, but mostly having to do with school funding in support of trying to get more funding for the Jackson School District, because we understand how important that is. Now, although I'm leaving, I have Joe Lux is going to be stepping into my shoes, and we've had a great partnership over the last 5 years, and I want to commend all of the people who've worked with me on our executive board, all of the people who have worked in the buildings as unit leaders, and my entire membership for stepping up when we needed them to do so during COVID and every other time we asked them to come forward to help us. We have an extraordinary staff here. I have an extraordinary membership who goes above and beyond on a daily basis because we genuinely care about the students in this district, and we will continue to do so. And I'm happy to leave Joe in charge, and I just want to thank everyone for the opportunity to have served, not only my membership, but also the students over the last 31 years. So thank you very much, and enjoy your evening.
Thank you, Ms. Crate, and thank you for your many years of service to our students, our town, and our district. And congratulations on your electoral win. And we know you're going to do great things for Brick Township, so thank you. Any additional comments or questions? Seeing no one come forward, I need a motion to close public forum.
Motion.
All in favor? Aye. We will now turn to board comments, starting with Mr. McCarron.
Just wanted to say congratulations to all the award-winning teachers and service professionals tonight. We're very fortunate to have great teachers here in Jackson, and we appreciate all that you do. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming out tonight. Congratulations to all the award winners tonight. Mr. Waldron, congratulations. Good luck. Liberty High School is getting a great VP, so we wish you the best. Thanks for coming out tonight. Bye.
Ms. Rivera?
I want to thank everyone for attending in person and watching from live stream. Congratulations to all recipients, and best wishes, Mrs. Crate, on your retirement, along with all the others on their new journey. Everyone have a safe and wonderful evening.
Congratulations to all of the staff members who were recognized tonight. I also wanted to shout out and thank the volunteer teachers for the Surf Club and the Kindness Club. It's very exciting for our students. Additionally, I wanted to say that I was able to watch the Den experience at McAuliffe, and I thought that that was a very motivating way to bring staff and students together, and I'm excited to see what the school year has to bring for that program.
I just wanted to congratulate our 2023 Educators of the Year and our Service Professionals of the Year. Our students are very lucky to have you in their lives, and you know, congratulations. Have a good night, everyone.
I wanted to congratulate all the teachers and service professionals as well tonight. My children have had some of them, and I just think we have a great group, and I think it shows based on our awards this evening, and I'm very proud of all of them and grateful for their dedication. I want to wish the best of luck to Ms. Crate. It's been a pleasure working with you the past couple years, so thank you for everything and highlighting all the things that you've done. And Mr. Walden, same for you. Just congratulations on your position. It'd be great to see how everything's going to happen. Thank the high school kids. I think they left. And just everyone drive safely and take care. Have a good evening.
For me, this is one of the most exciting meetings of the year. We get to honor the teacher and educational service professionals of the year. So congratulations. It was hard-earned. We are truly indebted to you. So thank you all for all you do. Congratulations once again, and everyone please get home safely. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
By acclamation, aye.